I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, what you heard.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. First and 10.
Big 13. Big 13.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
4 down, check. 4 down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Right there, 54. Right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in for a 4-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it at a accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady down to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's running for 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gun, Fournette. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
Here we go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Tighten up. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's helping good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Brady. He completes it right side to White. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Touchdown! Russell Gage, 40 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45.
Right, 80. Right, shot.
Here's Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Wait, set. 53. Shadow.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Wait, set. 80. 80. Don't band it.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught downfield by Gage. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. White is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for two here.
Let's see what you got.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are...
Petty don't matter. Far as the teller-tatter, I pray to God they rattle-tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. 6 yards the pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Purdy. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On on second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with White. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady gives this to White. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Brady going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Watch the pass. Check it back. Hey, 66.
Going on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Avoids him at the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 58 yards. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. They don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly didn't give him much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Purdy. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Let's take it in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a full return for a 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns in a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Otten. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. On first down, Brady.
Here we go.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life. It's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
29. Alpha. 72. 54. Tackles. Mike
Brady now on 1st down. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there, because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to the air on second down. Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slam. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Flush to his right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Brady to throw. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Again, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Brady now on 1st down. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Brady to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage from 19 yards away. And the Bucs are back within a score. Brady will look to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and they're going to throw the ball and throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 16, Brady. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! Russell Gage. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you. Here's
McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a 1-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And a dump off to White. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A big 6 for the 49er Diaz. They score a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defense...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Being chased out left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards. Is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
They go play action here. Purdy
rolling to his right.
completes it to Samuel. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Play action. Now Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mike Edwards picks it off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Set. 380. Check. 154. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Fred Warner. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Shifts free at the 15. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble. Think you got a chance at a turnover.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play.